Welcome Maotrons. I'm super excited because today I'm going to be doing another body paint finally, because I am hopefully going to be back into doing YouTube a lot more than I have been because I have a normal schedule. I mentioned this in my last video if you missed that, because that last video is actually a DIY video instead of a body paint, so those aren't as popular on my channel since I am a primarily body painting body painting channel. You know, I want to do more DIYs and stuff. That's what I said before. I kind of like fell off the face of the earth. So in this video I'm going to be doing a how to train your dragon tutorial, and it's actually going to be Light Fury. I've seen a lot of people do Night Fury. I haven't seen one doing Light Fury. I'm pretty sure they're probably out there somewhere, but I haven't seen them myself. I thought about toying with the idea of doing like a scenery and all that fun stuff, but I'm actually just going to try and turn my face into Light Fury, so this may turn out terrible. So we'll see. I'm going to try my hardest. Let's get painting. Alright guys, so starting off I took a Elmers glue stick and I actually matted down my eyebrows like I always do, just to make sure that I had a clean canvas to draw on and paint on. I didn't really know if this was necessary for the look, but wanted to go ahead and just cover them up. Next I took my white eyeliner pencil, much like I always do, and just sketched out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to achieve it. I wasn't quite sure if this was going to work out, but I went with the eyes on the cheeks and the nose was done on my bottom lip, and just kind of a rough idea how the face would look best on my face. Then I took some Mehron White Aqua paint and I went ahead and covered up most of my face. I kind of left little gaps in between things just to give a semi-line to know where my sketch marks were. And I covered most of my forehead knowing that I wouldn't actually be using it for the look, but I didn't know how much I needed once the whole face was said and done. I went ahead and got into my BH Cosmetics set and got the black. This is BH Cosmetics Bring Me Back to Brazil palette, and I got the black color and kind of just very lightly got the black on there, tapped off most of the pigment and just kind of lightly dusted it over where the like brow bone I guess would be, just so I had an idea of where it was so things wouldn't get lost in all the white. I also went in with this ghost powder from Revolution. I almost said Revlon. And I went ahead and dusted that all over my face just to kind of set the white and make it less streaky, because it was pretty streaky on me for some reason. Sometimes it's streaky, sometimes it's not. I just have a hard time getting that to look perfect. And then once that was done, I went ahead and went back into that black and kind of kept deepening things up as I went. So I decided that there needed to be a little bit more life and not just black and white. So I went in with some of these pink colors in the Bring Me Back to Brazil palette. And I kind of dusted them around the eyes just to add a little bit more shadow, but like colored shadow, but not too much color because she's a white dragon, you know, all that fun stuff. So I dusted that underneath the eye and around the eye area in general. Now sorry about this really messy palette, but for some reason these metallic colors just spray everywhere when you get them wet. So I got this light blue color because I thought that the light blue metallic would be really cool for the eyes, and I filled in the eye section. Then I went into my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, which is a lovely palette for body painting, and I went ahead and grabbed this white color here because it's more pigmented than the Ghost powder, which is technically like a translucent white, and I just kind of dusted it around the face just to add some more base to blend colors into. My voice was running away from me. Then I went into this brighter blue color and added it into the eyes, went around the whole edge of the eye section and blended it down to add more depth into the eye to make it look more rounded like an eye would. And once that kind of looks good, I went into the darkest shade here, I went into this darkest blue shade, and it is a metallic shade, but I thought it would work just fine for the eyes, and I did the same exact thing, only I blended it down less further. I blended it down less far, whatever, than the other one, so that you could still see both colors. And here's a kitten, because he jumped into my lap. Then I went back into that pink and kind of added some more colors. Again, this is just adding some life into the character so it wasn't just black and white. Then I went into a black body paint from Mehron and I filled in the pupils, the dragon pupils. And this was kind of hard because I didn't want her to look like she was cross-eyed. So I had to keep turning my head back and forth and made one bigger, one smaller, all that fun stuff. Then I went to some white aqua paint and I started adding it on the edges of that black and kind of blending it out. And then once I blended some of that color out, I actually took a smaller brush or actually I'm going to use the same brush. Either way, I took the brush and kind of added lines going from that out to give the eyes some of that, like, I don't know, eyes have that liney look. So I added that into it to make it look more realistic. And of course I did it to both sides. And then once it looked pretty good because I had the white out, yeah, so I used the same brush the whole there. That's not important. Anyway, so I took the same white and I actually added the shine into the eyes as well. Then I went into my pink Aqua paint from Mehron, and I added the nose, and I'm adding the top of the nose to the bottom part of my lips so that it sticks forward, and then adding the other part underneath. And then once it looks good, I'm filling in the rest of my face with white. And I'm also covering my ears in white because she has ears, like little round ears, so I decided to just use my own ears as that. And then I went back into that black color from the BH Cosmetics Bring Me Back to Brazil palette and added some shadowing around the nose. I also decided to add the shadowing on the chin to add where the mouth is, and I kind of just deepened them up as I went, so I just kind of like worked up the color because I didn't want too much shadow or too little.
Oh, she says I'm tired, leave me alone, Mom. Oh, I'm tired.
Then I went into the black body paint from Mehron and I filled in around the face, kind of just marking out what I didn't need, including on the forehead. Like I said, I knew I wasn't going to use all of it, but I wasn't quite sure how much I was going to use, so I went ahead and blacked that out. And then I went into the white body paint again and I just added little dots of I added little dots of white all around to kind of give her that sparkly-ish look. And then I also went in with a smaller detailed brush and added even smaller dots everywhere. And then I also actually went in with that same pink and kind of dusted it down the center of the face just to kind of, again, give it some more life. Then I went back into that white body paint and filled in the neck and the chest area. And with that, other than popping on a few little paper ears over my eyes just to hide my eyes, and because she has these, like, not ears, I guess they're like horns, I'm not really sure what they are, but adding that onto it. And yeah, that is the final look. It's kind of creepy looking, kind of weird. I mean, I didn't hide my face that great, but I actually thought it was really fun to do and I enjoy this look a lot. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And be sure to hit the bell if you want to be notified of my next upload. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.